Hey there! Today we'll be turning your smartphone into a professional production studio creating great training videos. By the end of this session, you'll know how to film, edit, and upload high-impact training videos that drive real action for your sustainability projects. First, let's think about what our goal is. We are not just posting, we are teaching. A training video is different from a personal clip because it focuses on specific skill or piece of knowledge. Whether you're teaching someone how to compost, how to read a solar meter, or how to identify native plants, your video must have a clear instructional objective. In other words, by the end of this video, you will be able to. There are 4 steps that you need to take in order to move from your lesson plan, which identifies the audience for your training, what they should hope to learn, the content and the instructional approach you intend to use, to the finished training video. This includes selecting the technology used for the video, storyboarding, scripting, and choosing your setting. The first thing you have to try to do is decide what technology you're going to use, because it affects the rest of your prep. You can use a software platform like PowerPoint, which makes it easy to add images, text, and narration, and even short embedded video, but it's less fluid or natural if you want to show how to do something. Or you can use your smartphone for live capture of the training that you're demonstrating. This is especially useful for anything physical that would benefit from your actually showing how to do something. And that is our focus for the rest of this video. Whether you decide to use something like PowerPoint or want to go straight to video using your smartphone, it's still best to create a storyboard that lays out the whole video. That way, you know you have a cohesive storyline for your video and you won't waste as much time. Although, frankly, it's like a battle plan. It never survives first contact. The good thing about using PowerPoint for your storyboard is that you can lay out scenes on each slide, make sure they're in a logical order, and then write your script in the notes. Or you can just draw your storyboard. In my experience, you may want to use Post-it notes to start because you're going to be doing a lot of revision until you have a cohesive story. Now that's the nice thing about PowerPoint because reordering is very easy. Another alternative is to use AI to create your storyboard. If you're going to do that, you need to write a very detailed prompt to get something useful. And you'll still want to write a script to use while you're filming, regardless of whatever type of storyboard you use. And it doesn't have to be a perfect storyboard, just good enough to guide your storytelling. Sometimes when you try to tweak an AI image, it gets worse rather than better. Next, you'll start recording your video, but success starts before you hit record. You probably don't want to wing it. Write down your main points or your script on notes and stick it right next to your camera lens. This keeps you focused and makes sure that you're looking at your audience, not yourself. Draft a quick script, an introduction, step-by-step guidance throughout your lesson, and then a clear call to action. Your step-by-step guidance is more powerful when it is told with a you focus. That is, telling the viewers what they need to do next, rather than telling what you are doing. Whether you're recording inside or outside, your environment is your set. If you're inside, always face a window for the best natural light. Never put the window behind you, or you'll become a silhouette. More importantly, turn on airplane mode. Nothing ruins a perfect take like a notification ding or a phone call. Finally, wipe your lens. A clean lens makes your video look 100% sharper instantly. For YouTube Orientation matters. Use horizontal or landscape for standard training videos that show a wide area. Use vertical or portrait if you are targeting YouTube Shorts. Remember the rule of thirds. Stand slightly to the side to leave space on the screen for any text or graphics that we'll be adding later during the edit. Your A-roll is the footage of you talking to the camera. In training, audio is more important than video because if they can't hear your instructions, they can't learn. You might want to use a $20 lapel mic if you can. And always record a few second buffer of silence at the beginning and the end of each take to make editing easier. B-roll is the secret to professional training. These are the extra shots of the action that you are describing. If you're talking about a beach cleanup, film 10 seconds of somebody actually using the supplies and the equipment. We'll layer over your voice later. See it when you say it is our golden rule for keeping learners engaged. Now we clean up using an app like CapCut, which is free for the basic features and a user-friendly choice. But there are a number of free video editors out there, including Canva, which you may have used for other projects, and Clipchamp, which is the official free Microsoft video editor that requires no downloads and is pretty easy to use. First, trim the fat. Cut out all the ums, ahs, and long silences. Then, use the overlay feature to add your B-roll. Slide the B-roll clips until they align perfectly with your narration. Mute the B-roll audio so that your voice remains the star of the show. Nowadays, accessibility is key. So use the auto captions tool to turn your speech into text. A lot of people watch training videos on mute, so this is non-negotiable. You can also add a light background music track at 10% volume to keep your energy up. And you can use circles and arrows or other graphics to point out important details in your footage. Time to go live. Export your video in an MP4 file that you can upload to YouTube. When you upload to YouTube, your title and your thumbnail are your front door. So use a title that promises a result, like how to reduce plastic waste in 3 easy steps. In the description, include a link to your virtual conference or Earth Day event or to some of your other social media. To help people find your training, use tags. Use keywords like sustainability and training and your specific topic. And be sure to set your video to public so it can be shared. And always pin a comment at the top with a question to start a conversation with your viewers. So I know you have the tools and the talent. Start by filming your storyboard today. Practice layering one piece of B-roll this afternoon. I can't wait to see your sustainability lessons on YouTube. Let's get to work.